السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا زميلتكم بلقيس أبواد، وراح ننظم أفكار للمحاضرة الأولى من محاضرات الفاينل، والتي هي بعنوان النيوبلازم. So we will begin with the definition of what do we mean by neoplasia. Neoplasia consists of two parts: neo, which mean a new, and aplasia, which mean a growth. So and neoplasia is a new growth of transformed cells that will lead to producing mass. So you are wondering, what do we mean by transformed cells? They are the cells that have undergone several mutations. So we understand that neoplasia occur due to certain mutation. This mutation will lead to some features like abnormal growth without any control, uselessness, the body do not need such cells. Persistence means that they stay for a very long period of time. So what is the difference between the concept tumor and the concept neoplasm? Neoplasm is more accurate. Why? Because a tumor can mean any swelling in the body. And we also have two concepts we should know: oncology and oncologist. Oncology is a study of tumor with all its aspects, whether it is benign or malignant. Oncologist is the scientist who study oncology. So we will start right now with a classification of neoplasm. The importance of classification is to provide that it is provide us help in diagnosis and also allow us to give the correct treatment. So the tumors are classified according to the behavior and the originated cells and the degree of differentiation. The first type of classification is based on the behavior. As we can know, it is classified into benign and malignant. The main difference between benign and malignant tumors is that benign stay or remain localized, but the malignant tumor spread into different sites in the body. So now we will go to the structure of neoplasm, so we can know the second type of classification, which is according to the originating cells. First of all, the neoplasm consists of parenchyma, which is a neoplastic cell, and the stroma, which is non-neoplastic cell, and the stroma provides the support and the blood supply for parenchymal cell. Okay, so neoplasm is classified. The second type of classification is that the neoplasm is classified based on the parenchymal cell type. It can be consist of one germ cell layer or more than one germ cell layer, or it might be mixed tumors. The one germ cell layer it might be epithelial cell origin or mesenchymal cell origin. The mesenchymal cell origin, it might be a blood or blood vessels or blood cells, connective tissue, smooth muscles, bone, fat, and melanocytes. Mixed tumor, we called what is the mixed tumor? Mixed tumor, it's which is the tumor that have components from one or more germ cell layer. So we define such a tumor that the tumor that have two components of tissue, which might be benign and malignant. Benign, for example, as serous cystadenoma of ovary, and malignant such as serous carcinoma of breast. Also, the classification of when the tumor consists of more than one germ cell layer, we call it teratomas, and we are going to know more about it in just a few minutes. Now we are going to talk in details about the classification of one germ cell layer. We are going to talk about the epithelial cell origin and the connective tissue. So, we are going to start with the classification according to the cell origin وبالتحديد exactly اللي هي one germ cell layer. Okay. There is epithelial, connective tissue, and mixed tumor, and there is also other classification, which is a fetal origin. Where I put it in different slide لحال عشان ما توسع هون. تمام. So epithelial cell origin, it might be benign or malignant. Benign, for example, as adenoma, papilloma. Adenoma is a glandular epithelial tumor, and papilloma is a finger-like projection. Malignant as squamous cell carcinoma and adenocarcinoma from glandular origin. Connective tissue origin tumor, also it might be benign and malignant. Benign, for example, like fibroma, lipoma, chondroma, and osteoma. Malignant as osteosarcoma, liposarcoma, and angiosarcoma, leiomyosarcoma, and rhabdomyosarcoma. Before we start with the mixed tumor, you probably noticed the suffix "oma" and the suffix "sarcoma". oma يعني usually the suffix oma بيكون معناه إنه it is benign tumor. يعني لما بنشوف أي cancer ends with oma we know that it is a benign tumor. أما sarcoma we know that it is a malignant tumor. With also some exceptions we are going to know in a few minutes. Mixed tumor, they are classified into single germ cell layer, which is the main classification that we are talking about, and I also added the if it was more than germ cell layer. حطيته هون عشان ما نتخربط إنه عشان نقارن بيناتهم. So the single germ cell layer, it is derived from one germ cell layer, as we know, but it differentiates into more than one cell type. That's why we called it mixed tumor. يعني هي مكون من just only one germ cell layer, but بصير لها differentiation into more than one cell type. زي مثلا for example epithelial forming glandular structure. Epithelial cells forming glandular structure. Teratomas اللي هي حكينا إنه consist of more than one germ cell layer, which is made of a variety of parenchymal cell types that derive from more than one germ cell layer. الإشي المميز بالteratomas is that it might contain skin, hair, mucous gland, cartilage, bone, teeth, and etc. And also it is usually localized in ovaries and testes. As we can see here in the photo, we can see teeth, hair, and etc. Okay. Now حكينا إنه الفيتال origin، حكينا إنه ما بتوسع أغاد ضمن التصنيفات فحطيناها هون in different slide. So الsuffix هون في هذه الحالة blastoma. Blastoma, which is referred to as blast. So each kind of blastoma is given its own name depending on where it is located in the body. مثلا for example nephroblastoma أو retinoblastoma أو hepatoblastoma إذا كانت مثلا في الليفر. And what is special in primitive fetal origin that it is occur mainly in infants and children, and the great majority of them are malignant, unfortunately. So the last thing in this video we are going to talk about some exceptions of rules we talk in this video, like oma, the suffix oma, We say the suffix "oma" means that it is a benign tumor, but there's some exceptions like lymphoma and glioma and melanoma, which are malignant. And there's also some tumors that are not a true neoplasm, like hamartoma and choristoma. So this is the end of this video. Um, thank you for watching and سنة سعيدة عليكم بالتوفيق.